So we know that when we go outside, there's going to be some guys searching through our our clothes. Just couldn't think of the word. No, no, okay. Just checking. All right. So now that we have his card, not too sure exactly what we can do with it. We do know he left some. Ah. We do know he left some documents in a safe.
What now, monsieur?
Does this pass mean anything to you?
That is Monsieur Merlin's property.
That's right. Merlin the murderer. I want to see what he's left in your safe.
Impossible. I cannot betray his confidence, no matter what you say he's done.
You're making a big mistake.
Maybe. I can live with that. A murderer? Are you sure?
Positive. Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No, monsieur.
It means you probably smoke. So we still need to get the papers. Papers. Can you help me get the papers, sir?
Hello again.
Look at this.
Do you recognize this card?
No, I do not.
No, I do not.
Does the name on this matchbook mean anything to you?
Indeed it does. For Alamut was the home of the old man of the mountains.
So we stole it from an old man?
You do not know him?
No, I don't.
Should I know the old
Thanks for
dude
your
from
help.
the mountains?
Goodbye.
He was a nice old man. He would sit there every day and give us cheese and water.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
I found this matchbook in Merlin's bedroom.
It came from the Club Alamut. It might be useful to find out if that club is in Paris, George.
Well, good idea. You're helping me
I found
with
this
the,
pass in
thing.
Merlin's room.
So, that deceitful little man is passing himself off as an electrician, is he?
Uh-huh. This guy probably has a million faces.
But only one that's super, super cute.
I showed the pass to the clerk, hoping he'd give me Merlin's papers, but he wouldn't buy it. He's too scared.
I'll give him something to be scared of.
Oh, trust
Follow
me.
me, George.
And trust me, she's definitely to be scared of. Because, I mean, look at that. Would you not be terrified? Would you not be terrified? I would definitely be terrified.
Did you place a package from Merlin in the hotel safe?
I did, madame.
And did my friend here show you Merlin's identification?
Indeed he did, but
What's the problem?
he isn't Merlin.
A mere academic detail. Give him the package.
But that is against the law.
I happen to be a justice of the peace, you silly man. I am the law.
Oh,
If you try
I am the
anything,
law.
George.
My pleasure, Lady Piermont.
One moment, please.
One moment.
I haven't enjoyed myself this much since Greenham Common.
I'm
I
glad
don't
you're
know
having
what I would have done without
so
you,
much
Lady
fun.
Piermont.
Voilà, monsieur. Le manuscrit de Monsieur Merlin.
Just say they're the papers.
Thanks.
That's
How
fine.
satisfying. An Anglo-American alliance that actually worked.
The clerk had given me a tightly rolled sheet of parchment. I decided not to unroll it until I was safely back in Nico's apartment.
You can go away now, lady. Goodbye. Goodbye. Hope I never have to talk to you again. I remember what to do here from when I last played the game. Because, as we remember, they will go through our pockets and stuff. The big guy outside! You know, he likes to touch my pants. So, okay, well, maybe I have to go out here. I know I have to throw it.
I
There we
knew
go.
this was no way to treat an ancient manuscript, but I couldn't let it fall into the hands of the goons waiting outside.
So I'm just going to throw it in the trash. No one's going to have it. That's, you get out there, you have like a 20-minute conversation with the goons, you forget it's out there, you go to Nico's apartment, just sit around. She's like, what'd you come here for? Aw, crap. Have to go back. And then I'm out here waiting to touch you all over again. I just like that guy's voice. It's hilarious.
Hold it right there.
Hold it right
Yeah.
there. I like it. You have strong legs.
Nothing, Guido.
Okay, let him go.
Go pick up my rolled sheet of paper.
If the manuscript was what Flap and Guido were after, they were going to be disappointed.
I mean, just like I'm disappointed.
I couldn't wait to get back to Nico's apartment and check it out.
Okay, back in Nico's apartment.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, hi. Come in, Josh.
You know, fine. Just been sitting here by the phone, hoping someone would call me. This is how I'm contributing to it.
What are you doing to help trace the killer clown?
There we go.
Research, Josh.
Yeah? You have a copy of the clown's yearbook?
I have a telephone and lots of contacts.
Oh. Well, did you find anything useful?
Not yet. I'm employing my first and most useful weapon.
Your boobs?
What's that?
Patience.
Oh, I've heard of that. Isn't it a substitute for decisive thinking?
I was way off.
Do you have a boyfriend?
Not anymore. There was someone. A guy in my final year, but it didn't work out. Neither did my degree.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Okay.
Tell me more about your family.
When I was a little girl, I used to spend the winter with my grandfather and grandma. They were the best times. Warm and safe in their tiny cottage. My grandfather rolled cigarettes while grandma made hot chocolate and cakes. One day, he stopped his rolling. He put the lid back on his tobacco jar and took me in his arms. I laughed and wriggled, but he hushed me to be silent. With his unshaven chin all scratchy in my ear, he told me his secret.
What did he say?
I'm
He said, I don't smoke, but she likes to think I do.
What a weird old man.
Don't call my grandfather weird. He was the nicest guy ever. I wish I was back in that cottage instead of this crummy apartment in this noisy city.
So, well, the thing is okay, so you got this guy that's trying to help you do this case, and all of a sudden he's just like, so you got a boyfriend? Tell me about your family. I'm not going to kill you later. I'm not a creeper stalker.
You're just not going to believe what I've found.
I don't believe
Not
it.
part of the clown's costume, is it?
It's a medieval manuscript. Khan left it in the safe at the Ubu.
It's incredible. Is this what he took from Planta?
It could be, which means it's worth enough to kill for.
This is the actual script of Monty Python and the Holy
Oh,
Grail.
yeah. Maybe they couldn't afford one each. What of it?
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar? Their official seal was an image of two knights sharing a horse.
Oh, they're
Whatever
sharing
this
that
manuscript
horse.
means it's connected with the Templars.
How come you know about these knights?
I learned about them while writing an article on the Crusades.
Oh.
This guy, named Hughes de Payen, arrived one day at the court of King of Jerusalem.
Hey, come over
He
here.
offered to protect the Christian pilgrims from the displaced Muslim armies. The king would be able to guarantee safe transit to Christians in the Holy Land.
We're
Safer
people.
journeys meant more pilgrims, and pilgrims meant trade and wealth. The Templars proved invaluable. to
Hug your
the
shields,
Christian
man.
army. It was said that they never asked how many the enemy numbered, just where they were. And as the years went by, the Templars grew in wealth and numbers. They were so rich, even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power, they fell foul of the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition.
This was before they used to learn to use marshmallows. I was about to say mushrooms.
Of course,
Weird.
at the hands of the Inquisition,
Oh,
there wasn't much they wouldn't confess to.
look at them over
Perhaps
there,
Grand
getting
Master
hanged.
Jacques de Molay was burned alive.
I'm not a marshmallow.
Jeez. So the treasure is hidden, waiting to be discovered?
If there ever was a treasure, it's been lost for 600 years. Anyway, we're supposed to be investigating a serial killer, not a medieval treasure trove.
But maybe that's what the clown and his accomplices are after. Maybe this manuscript is the key.
You'd
Maybe.
better leave it here for safekeeping.
So, with that cutscene, if you guys didn't hear it that well, don't worry, I didn't either because the sound is terrible during it.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
So, let's take a look at this manuscript A Whoa, that dude's got a mean nose ring.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull.
The only mythological bull I know of is the Minotaur, but he was only half bull.
I don't think I'd like to be half a bull, even if it was the bottom half.
Check between them.
It looks like a gem on top of a tripod.
Interesting.
There's a guy working on a loom. He's weaving a carpet or a tapestry.
Or a duvet cover. It's a clue to a place, I reckon. Somewhere famed for weaving and ships.
Where folk live in barrels?
It beats copper boxes.
Man, all I do is weave all day, and I have to sit on this barrel. My lumbar support is just shafted, and my butt hurts.
A knight with a crystal ball. Now, there's something written on the scroll beside the knight.
Yes, but it's written in Latin. Per disciplinum mea lux.
If you can read this, you are too close.
Teachings, you will see the light.
You speak Latin? Where did you learn a trick like that?
A trick? I studied law, okay? I can read Latin.
Whoa, get all
Man, you're
defensive.
touchy. Tell me that again.
It's slowly.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
She reminds me of the wicked queen in Snow White.
She was the one who said, "Mirror, mirror on the wall," wasn't she? She made me cry so much when I was a kid. Mom carried me out of the movie theater.
It didn't frighten me in the least.
Like I said, I was only a kid. I didn't like the crocodile in Peter Pan either.
You, sir, have issues.
Look there, 2 guys on the same horse. Let's face it, we need help, George. Someone who knows about these things.
Who do you suggest? Indiana Jones?
No, Harrison
I know
Ford.
a guy who specializes in medieval studies. His name is Lobino.
Huh. Some stuffy old fossil who gets horny over ancient relics, I suppose.
Far from it. Andre isn't the stereotypical professor you have in mind.
Where can I find this Lobino guy?
Getting
At
horny.
the Krone Museum. I'll give you the address.
Sweet, thanks for that.
I found this matchbook in the killer's hotel room. It's from the Club Alamut.
Never heard of it. Is there anything written inside it?
No, what were you expecting?
If this was a movie, there'd be a clue. A name or an address.
So it's a video game, so there's
There aren't
not.
even any matches in it.
Oh well, I'll keep it as a souvenir. I found this in the killer's room.
I also had to look at his wiener.
What is it? A credit card?
ID, Thomas Merlin, of the Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Gruber. I like the way they
Never
say
heard
it.
of him or the company.
All
I
right.
have to go.
Okay. Don't forget to look for Lobino at the Krone Museum.
That's where I'm going. Going to the museum. Let's all go to the museum. Let's all go to the museum.
Oh, hi.
Hello, my handsome friend.
No, no, no. We don't want. I don't want you to like me. It's fine.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No, but I can tell you one thing. There's no such place as the Club Alamut in Paris.
Can you tell me anything about this security pass?
I can tell it doesn't belong to you.
You're a great
How
psychic.
come?
Give me some credit. If you're an electrician, I'll eat my antirhythms.
You're a remarkably talented lady.
You got the mouth of
later.
a sailor.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
You will. Everybody in this game is creepy or weird. Where is it? There it is.